Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey guys, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ronnie, my partner is Dave. Welcome guys. Hopefully everyone had an amazing day today. It's our post FOMC analysis, and we're going to go through the markets. We're going to go through everything. We're going to do some top down on gold and Dow Jones. Exciting guys. Dow Jones all-time highs. Let's give it up for Ms. Jones hitting all-time highs. Guys, it's exciting. You know, you guys are witnessing history. Last week, gold all-time highs. Now the markets, S&P is very, very close to getting up there. So we're going to review everything. Hopefully you guys had a good day trading. Maybe you guys grabbed some pips and you guys dipped out of the markets. And for you guys that maybe took a hit and lost a little bit, guys, we got to review. We got to review what was our bias. Why did we lose today? You know, we got to keep learning, because this is not going to be the first and last FOMC. We've got a lot of these coming up in 2024. So it's to prepare ourselves, to go through the folders, to understand why the markets are pumping like this. So we'll talk about that as a group. We'll learn together. And if you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask any questions. I'll try my best to answer everybody. There's some questions maybe I don't know the answers to. I'm not a guru or anything like that. I'm very honest, and I'll tell you exactly what I think about the markets, what I know about the markets, and we'll drop as much knowledge as we know to help you guys out. So guys, with that being said, hopefully everyone had a good day today, and thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate all of you guys. Noor, thank you for joining. Ms, thank you. Sarah, hopefully you can hear me now. Brandon, welcome again. And everybody, HRF, thank you for joining. Steve, welcome. Thank you guys for joining, and everyone on YouTube, I appreciate all of you guys as well. I take my time to acknowledge all of you guys. Salman, welcome. Darren, what's going on? Everybody guys, Flyboy Kells, thank you for joining, bro. I appreciate you. Tony Gold, thank you you got funded today, man. Congratulations, bro. This is huge, Tony. Tony, I know you've been on here for the past couple of weeks, man, and I'm very, very proud of you. Man, guys, let's give it up for Tony. He's been putting in the time, putting in the work here, and got funded today. Tony, if I can give you any words, brother, take your time now that you're funded. Even if you got to take the day off tomorrow just to soak it all in, take your time. Come up with a new plan now that you're funded. How are you going to go about this? This is amazing that you passed phase 1, phase 2. Now you're on the next level. Set up a plan. You know, do this properly. Let's not just do this where we just get funded and then we lose it. We want to strategically know what we're doing. Take your time with this now, because then you can get a steady paycheck. Congratulations. Thank you guys for everyone joining. Lady Boss, thank you. All of you guys. Andy, thank you for joining. You like our help? We'll help as much as we can, you know, but you got to put in the work as well. And what we teach, you got to put it into practice. And if I can give any advice to anybody getting started trading, or if you've been trading, risk management. The most important thing is risk management, guys. I'm telling you the honest to God truth. Learn about risk management, and then you'll take your trading to the next level. But if you don't respect risk management, these markets will not respect you. You'll lose. I'm trying to save you guys a lot of time and money. proper risk management, guys. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get into these markets like we normally do. First, let's just get our things out of the way. Guys, I have at YouTube, at the top of the YouTube channel is pinned a free Telegram group. It's this one right here. This is our official SST Stock Sniper Trading free Telegram channel. It's pinned at the top of the YouTube. I highly recommend that you get in here, we drop a lot of stuff in here. Over here, like this is a member, this is our member here, this is feedback from our members, guys. This is not from me, this is not from Dave, this is a member. SST, you have rocked my world. Love you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. 60% of that from normal lot size, not even Lambos. Thank God he's not doing Lambos, but held for big pips simply because I trusted highly his analysis. Okay, that's all it takes, guys. Understand, take your time doing a top-down analysis. Analysis is critical. It will set you up for success. If you don't have a good top-down, or you don't know your higher levels, then we can forget about everything that we're doing on the lower time frames. Start off with a proper top-down, guys. I'm telling you, it will save you a lot of time and money in the long run, and beautiful results, man. Congratulations, guys. These are like our SST signals from the Scalper Pro and the AI bot. Just like killing it, guys. We'll review these things right now. Here we've got a promotion going on, FOMC 24-hour promo, guys. $30 off a 3-month subscription. Use that code if you guys are interested. We just dropped that. That's why you want to have this free Telegram. Anytime we're doing promos, giveaways, anything like that, you want to be in here. If you guys are wondering what we're doing in our Zoom sessions, we show what we're doing in the Zooms, members feedback, just everything, you know, just a lot of fun stuff in here. And guys, do not fall for scammers. If anyone uses this type of Telegram and make it look identical like this, and they ask you for money, remember, we would never do that, guys. We would never do that. Question them. And then some funny memes like here. Here's one of our SST members walking out of the markets with 5+% in FOMC. With the wheelbarrow and those big balls over there. Guys, and this is our Instagram. Give us a follow. We drop promos, some educational material in here. If you want to follow Big Dave, this is Dave Analysis right here, and then this is me, Sniper Ronnie. Guys, HankoTrade Official. This is a broker that we're sponsored by, and we use them. They moved from MT4, MT5. They're on ActTrader right now. And guys, this is our sniper kill shot. If you're looking for EA software, right over here, here's the link. And guys, just to review really quickly, HankoTrade, they have a 100% bonus. I would recommend you start off with a demo account. Click on this one, start off with demo, feel them out, see how they are, and then if you want to go live, they have a 100% bonus. So like, for example, if you were to deposit $500, they will match it additionally $500 to get you started. So that's pretty cool that they do that. There's not a lot of brokers that will do that. So it's nice when I used to play a lot of online poker, guys, and there was online poker sites that used to, if you deposit $500,000, they would top it up and match you 100%. So I really took advantage of that when I was playing poker and things like that. So you can do that over here too. Why not? Double up if you're going to ready to go live. But always start off with a demo. Any broker, any prop firm, start off with demo. Get to know how they are. Okay, so let's get into these markets. Number one, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to do a top down on gold. Look at US30. My goodness, look at 37,200 plus. Over here on Bookmap, this is a live liquidity platform. This is nice. Okay, someone was asking me yesterday, Ron, is it worthwhile having a live liquidity platform? Absolutely, guys. This is like, can take your trading to the next level, because it's like when you play, exactly like how I was saying, playing poker. It's kind of like getting tells. You can see your opponent's whole cards. You know, when you're at a poker table and everyone is covering their whole cards, you can't see them. This is kind of giving us a little clue of, we can see the market's whole cards. We can see where the high levels of liquidity are. Are they big offers above us? Are there big bids? Right over here, you can see this massive heat down in here. If gold ever drops down to around 2042 in this block down here, they could probably get picked up with a lot of bids in here. So you can see how it's kind of showing a little bit of what's going on in the live markets in the futures. indicators, so helps us with trading, can give you a better conviction and confluence when you're looking to take a trade in the market by following this. Okay, guys, so this is Bookmap. If you want to download it for free, I love free stuff. Download it with our link in the description, and you can follow BTC Bitcoin live, and you can follow it for free on demo. So it's the exact same thing, but you're only watching Bitcoin. That's what they have for free. Okay, and then Bitcoin still has their offers above in the current order book. It's got their bids below. You'll see a heat coming in where the big blocks are. You can use this indicator right here. The white line is the volume weighted average price line. That's what I use. It's more like an institutional line that gives you 2-in-1 indicators, not only the price but also the volume. So that's why I really like this indicator, but I specifically like it when I'm using it with live liquidity feed as opposed to just putting a VWAP on TradingView. I really like the way how it really respects in the live liquidity markets. And this indicator over here, cumulative volume delta, CVD, this is when, if you understand delta in mathematics, it's kind of just taking plus and minus and giving you the mean. And because we don't know what's going on up here, these are offers. These offers can be sell limits. These are all pending orders. They can be sell limits, they can be sell stops, but there could also be buyers up here. A lot of traders think that these are just sellers up here just because it's red. No, these are offers. They're pending offers. So it's anyone that's offering to trade in the market up here. So they can consist of sell limits and sell stops, but they can also consist of buy limits and buy stops up here, because there might be buyers that want to buy up here and they're waiting to buy above resistance. They're setting their buy order above. So this, when they transact up here, this type of indicator down here is trying to give us more information of the cumulative volume of all of these transactions, and in the delta right now is negative 490. So right now, like gold is leaning towards sell side liquidity currently in the market right now. Okay, and I've got it set up on these 15-minute time slices. This is 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock, and 9:15. And we'll go into 9:30. And just keep in mind, guys, 8 o'clock is when the futures market opens up. And look at the nice drop right at military time, 2000 here. And that was 8 p.m. Nice little drop on gold. So nice little 30, 40, 50 pip drop. Now we're consolidating and coming up a little bit. Gold, US30 is just, it's ripping right now. It's melting up. It's phenomenal what this thing is doing right now. So let's get into the folders. Okay, how many of you guys traded FOMC today? Did you guys trade it? Were you guys watching? Were you guys on the sidelines? Did you guys have a bias going in before they even announced? Always have a bias. That's what I do when I trade. Whenever I go into trading, whatever security I'm trading, or if I'm trading news or anything, I kind of have a bias I want to go in with. And then if everything goes to my bias, then I feel confident taking that trade. But if it goes against what I'm thinking going in, then I know something needs to be changed, or maybe I'm going against the move, and then I maybe have to close out a trade at a loss, and then just figure out what's going on. So it's always nice to have a bias, but don't just how do I say this? Don't just believe that your bias is always going to be correct. Okay, you can go in with a bias and you can be completely wrong, but you can't let your ego take over you. You have to be able to accept that sometimes your bias can be wrong and the markets can move in your opposite direction, but that doesn't mean that you're entitled to hold a trade forever in a loss. You have to cut these trades once in a while, guys. Get to learn how to do this. Some of the best traders take losses, believe it or not. The best traders take losses. They're very mature about how to take a loss. They accept that their bias did not work in this particular situation in the markets, and they got to accept taking a loss, because accepting taking a loss and that's preventing further losses. And that's what a lot of traders fail at, is having long losses and just keep dragging them on for 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, and completely destroy your confidence and your account financially. So please, guys, if a trade goes against you, give it enough room to breathe, where you're respecting your risk management and you're putting in enough room to breathe where it's not going to make or break you. You're willing to lose that money without suffering any kind of consequences where you're panicking. Then you know you're trading with the right risk management. And if the trade stops you out, that's what it is. It stops you out, and then you got to regroup, and then come back, and we'll get that money back. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. So we had a busy day. Okay, remember we were talking about right after our call, watch London. Okay, we had the GDP month over month came out negative for the UK, for the GBP. There was a lot of British folders. If you were trading 2 a.m., this is pre-London. Now we're moving into London market and then 4, 5, 6, and more specifically 8:30. Okay, 8:30 is pretty much you can always expect some red USD folders Monday to Friday around 8:30. Not always, but this is the time. 8:30. So we had core PPI month over month came out. Let's read what's going on here. Remember yesterday we had CPI, today's PPI, and previous was 0.0%. What did they forecast? 0.2%. They were increasing a little bit of an increase in PPI. What was the actual number that came out? 0.0 red because it was below their forecast. Now when we read what is PPI, it's a change in the price of finished goods and services sold by producers, excluding food and energy. Remember the word core. Core represents excluding food and energy. And actual greater than forecast is good for the USD. So I'm going to ask you guys, with this actual number that came out, do you think this is good or bad for the US dollar? Like Bandini, you banked huge. We banked huge today. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That's huge. Good stuff. Guys, good or bad for US dollar? This core PPI month over month, the actual reading that came out. Bad. Okay, yeah, you're correct. So more than high probability, if this comes out red, negative like this, below their forecast, probably we're going to see the US dollar sell at 8:30. Okay, and if you guys want to confirm, check DXY and see around 8:30. Did we see a little bit of red candles come out at 8:30? You might also see a little bit of green move, and then they reject it, try to grab some liquidity and fake to the high, and then bring it down. Continue moving forward. Then we had PPI month over month, and it just came out kind of flat over here, where our previous was negative 0.4%. They were forecasting flat 0.0%. It came out 0.0. So the big one was the core. Excluding, again, what is core? Core excludes food and energy. Okay, so that was the big one. And then that was a little appetizer today. We had core PPI. Now we start moving into what the entire market was waiting for, FOMC. Okay, so this is a big event. It doesn't come every week, or it comes once every month, maybe once every 2 months. Okay, there's a scheduled meetings throughout the year, and this is Mr. J. Powell, Papa Powell, pumping the markets as he normally does here, and today he absolutely pumped the markets. Okay, so let's dissect what happened today. Okay, so number one, the numbers. 5.5 was previous. Okay, you guys, this is now interest rates. This is overnight lending rates to the banks now. 5.5%. This is why, if you're wondering why your mortgage is going up, your mortgage interest rates, your credit card interest rates, your line of credits, your school loans, and everything that involves debt and credit, this thing is destroying you and I as consumers unless you can pay off your debt. And that's what I highly recommend that we all do. If you banked huge today, guys, take a little bit of that money and start paying off your debt, guys. Believe me, you'll get to financial freedom when you're debt free. And you're free to do whatever you want. And all of the extra money you're paying the banks in interest, guess what? That's extra money in your pocket. Some people, believe it or not, are paying $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month in just interest alone. When you add up all their credit cards, their mortgages, their line of credit, everything, all of their debt, their liabilities, you add it all up. There's some people paying $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 just interest alone every single month, not even touching the principal payments. That's a lot, guys. So if you're banking huge and you're doing really well in the markets, take a portion of those profits, forget about the Lamborghini, forget about the Corvette, go and take care of all of your debt and pay that off. And then once you get the debt done and you're debt free, guess what? Instead of that $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 you're paying the banks, now you're paying yourself. That's an extra 1, 2, 3K in your pocket. And then now you can start investing in the markets. Now you can go out and buy your Lamborghini with cash money. So think about that, guys. You know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just Ronnie on the block here, just giving some helpful advice advice over here, okay? And do what you want, but highly recommend that everybody takes care of debt as soon as possible. Get rid of this stuff fast, and then you'll live a more comfortable life, guys. Okay. Continue moving forward. Previous was 5.5. Previous means the last FOMC. And what were we forecasting? All month. Okay, we kind of got a little heads up from Canada. We were a week ahead. Kind of Canada is maybe like a leading indicator to see what's happening in the US, and no change, 5.5. So what actually happened today? Remember what I was telling you guys yesterday, and I've been reading all about this all week. 97% of financial analysts said that there was going to be no change in the interest rates. No hike, no decrease. And then what was our actual number that came out today? Right at 2 o'clock was 5.5%. That signifies no change. Okay, now the numbers are nice, but we have to understand what is going on here. Okay, so what is all of this mean? Interest rate at which the depository institutions lend balances held at the Federal Reserve to other depository institutions overnight. Actual greater than forecast is good for the currency, okay? And scheduled 8 times per year. This is why this is a big event. FOMC is a big event. It's only 8 times per year. So we have to take this very, very serious whenever Powell is coming to speak. And notes, the rate decision is usually priced into the market, so it tends to be overshadowed by the FOMC statement, which is focused on the future. Okay, let's pay attention to this. The numbers are released at 2 o'clock, and sometimes they're already baked into the market. A lot of analysts and you guys have all known that maybe they were hinting that they're not going to change interest rates for over the last couple of weeks. So that could have been baked in where the price of S&P, where the price of Dow Jones, where the price of Nasdaq, where the price of gold was currently. But what the market really waits for is 2:30 p.m. That's when Powell comes to the podium with his fancy tie, and he comes out there and he speaks. This is what everyone is listening to him, this gentleman, speak. He's got more power than probably anyone in the United States. This man is in control of the Federal Reserve. So everybody listens. And what did he say? He said, we did not increase or decrease rates. We're hinting that maybe we're going to do 3 decreases in 2024. So maybe quarter 1 or quarter 2 of 2024, we're going to see maybe a 0.25% decrease. Okay, so think about that. Think about that for you. We're going to be trading together in 2024, January, February, March. So let's dissect this information from now so we can make better informed decisions come the next FOMC, so we're ready for it. So if they're already hinting maybe that there's going to be a decrease, that doesn't mean that they're just going to decrease they could keep it again 5.5 for another FOMC. They could, who knows, maybe if inflation moves, they can increase another 0.25%. But right now, what I heard from him, if you listen to him after the call, if you guys want to go on YouTube and just put on FOMC Powell, you'll hear his conference and you can listen to him. And everyone is listening for forward guidance. What is he talking in the future? What are they going to do? And then that's how institutions, that's how investors and everybody starts trading, option trading and things like that in the future. Okay. Just going forward, okay, so 2:30 was the big time right over here. So we had FOMC economic projections come out at 2 o'clock, FOMC statement, but the big one was the press conference. Okay, so this is where Powell actually comes to the podium and speaks. And guys, the thing with Forex Factory, there's some handy little related stories over here. Like if you want to read up on anything, just read here. Let's read this one really quickly. Dow reaches record high as Fed pivots toward rate cuts. So remember that word pivot, point of interest, we were talking about that. When the markets pivot, they move. So we got to know how these things pivot. US markets soared higher on Wednesday afternoon following the Federal Reserve's final policy decision of the year. The Dow rose 1.4%, closing at 37,090 and blazing past its previous record high of 36,800, reached nearly 2 years ago. So this is 2 years of accumulation that we've broken out of all-time highs. The S&P 500 was up today 1.4%, and the Nasdaq also gained 1.4% as Wall Street celebrated the US central bank's announcement that it would keep interest rates steady after almost 2 years of aggressive rate hikes. Guys, we went up 5%. We went up from 0.25% to 5.5. Like it was aggressive rate hikes in a short amount of time. And Now they're pausing, and that's why the markets are kind of rallying right now. And that it expects right here 3 rate cuts in 2024. We don't know when, but they're expecting 3 rate cuts. So we'll see maybe quarter 1 or quarter 2 as we go into the new year if they'll do their first rate cut. Me personally, I think that they're going to hold one more 5.5 steady and then maybe decrease it. That's just my bias, guys. That's what I'm thinking. I could be completely wrong on that, but it's all good. That we always have to have a bias and kind of believe in something, you know what I mean? I think that they're going to keep them steady at 5.5 and then start to decrease. Wednesday's stock surge sent the Dow's year-to-date gains to almost 12%. The S&P 500 is also about 2% from record highs. So S&P is almost there as well. Okay, guys? So quick little stories if you want to read up on here. They're nice, guys. Helps with education. Read up on those. Take your time. And instead of reading silly stuff, read something that can help you financially. And then just going through the rest of the day, we had some Tokyo news coming out of here in the Tokyo session, AUD, JPY, NZD. Now, tomorrow, guys, big day. Okay, starting again, 2:30. This is pre-London. Look at all the red European folders. If you're trading London with Shahab, guys, in SST, careful, guys. Make sure Shahab is on his game. This is a lot of red folders. We got Swiss franc, okay? We've got GBP, we've got UK, we've got European news, we've got lots of stuff coming through Europe. And then we start to move into 8:30 a.m. Again, tomorrow it's going to be with Dave, it's going to be busy, guys. Core retail sales month over month, retail sales month over month, unemployment claims. These numbers come out every single Thursday, okay? Week over week. Unemployment claims. Let's just talk. Let's just pretend right now we're going to predict what's going to happen. Do we all know what unemployment claims are? We've been working on this together. We've been studying this, guys. Unemployment claims is the number of individuals who filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week. Now, here are the numbers. Okay, so remember last Thursday, it came out 220,000. That's why it's previous. What are they forecasting? They're forecasting pretty much the same, 219,000. So they're predicting 1,000 less people will be applying for unemployment. Is that 1,000 people, is that good or bad for the US dollar? Let's just, so you understand if the number comes out smaller or bigger, you automatically, it should be a light bulb. What will happen? How will USD move? What will DXY do? Okay, if this comes out, they're forecasting 1,000 less individuals are applying for unemployment since last week. Is this good or bad for the US dollar? What do you guys think? Good, yeah. Very simple, guys. Yeah, it's good. Good for the US dollar. What happens if this number is maybe 210,000? What happens if this is 200,000? Then that's telling us that 10, 20,000 individuals are less people are filing for unemployment. That's good. They're working. They're stimulating the economy. The U.S. dollar should go up, and it should go up bullish. Look at how much it declined today. Let's just put the pieces of the puzzle together today. Okay, so starting with today, did the U.S. dollar fall a lot today? It did, right? So this might be, if it finds a little bit of a bottom tomorrow, just before Wall Street, with these unemployment claims, let's say this number comes out 210, 200,000, that might be an opportunity where we'll see the US dollar bounce. And that might be where we see gold sell off. That might be where we see the stock markets sell off a little bit. But what happens if this number comes out, it's above this forecast? What if this number is like 230,000? Then that's 11,000 individuals are applying for unemployment. Then we're going to see maybe another surge in the stock market. We're going to see another pump. We're going to see gold flying. We're going to see another drop in the US dollar. Okay, so guys, just make sure you understand each folder before you go into trading. Okay, it will really help you guys out, and then you have a little bit of a bias. And then if it goes, and then if you've done your top-down analysis and you see like things are getting really overbought at a higher time frame, maybe it's an opportunity to maybe sell the market or buy the market. But it does help when you put the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay, and then the rest of the day, lots of NZD, Chinese news, and everything like that when we get into later sessions. Friday, final day of the week. Again, it's busy. London, all London. Okay, 3:15. London opens 3 a.m. on Friday. French flash manufacturing, German flash manufacturing. We've got lots of flash manufacturing, UK, all over. Like it's steady. 3:15, 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30. Just tons of red folders. Then we move into New York, 8:30. Again, we have a USD red folder, Empire State Manufacturing Index, and then 9:45. Wall Street is 9:30. The next 15-minute candle, guys, you got two red folders right here. Flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI for the USD. Wall Street is going to be very, very, very volatile on Friday. So if you guys have, exceeded weekly goals, exceeded daily goals, please trade smart. And use a stop loss. Don't do anything silly, because Friday is going to be busy day, guys. Okay. So did that help, guys, breaking down the news? Okay. I want everyone to do this on a daily basis. You don't have to go through like how I go through it, but just get to know what you're looking for. Like if I'm not trading London, I don't really need to focus like intensely on what's going on in London. Maybe I'm getting up for 8 o'clock in the morning, but I want to know specifically what's happening at 8:30, more specifically what's happening at Wall Street, and then 10 o'clock. Is there anything? Because you want to know exactly what's happening on the session you're trading. If you're a London trader, make sure you know these folders in and out. If you're a New York trader, make sure you know those folders in and out. Okay. And then what you can do also is, if you trade a specific security, like if you trade gold, then know which folders will affect gold. Gold is correlated with US dollar. So you want to make sure you know these USD folders, these red folders, inside and out. It will help you have a bias. And my bias today was, someone asked me today, well, Ron, what was your bias before going into FOMC? My bias was, I've been telling you guys for the past couple weeks, there's going to probably be no change in those interest rates. So that's just going to, I was listening to what Powell would be saying, and kind of I predicted what Powell was going to say. He was going to pause and maybe start decreasing in the first quarter too. But what would that do to the markets if it's already baked in? The markets are going to trade and trend as usual. If you look at the higher time frames, look at the monthly, look at the weekly, look at the daily, US30 has been bullish. Like it's been steady, just pumping. This was another opportunity to squeeze those short sellers that have been trying to sell the markets for the past couple days and weeks. This is another aggressive move that could continue to pump and break all-time highs. So my initial bias before FOMC started, I was thinking to buy. That was my bias. And when I started to see those green candles breaking out of there with small pullbacks, I was in a buy. So if you got caught in sells, it happens, guys, but you got to learn how to close them, because if you don't, these folders could damage your account. Okay, quickly, let's go into earnings tomorrow. This is earnings whispers. Tomorrow's Thursday. This toggle will give you pre-market and after hours. Let's go pre-market, 7:30 a.m. So everything is pre-market. You can see 8 o'clock before like 9:30 Wall Street. That's what pre-market means. There might be some corporations, companies you have no idea. You've never heard of these. That's okay. If you haven't heard about them, no big deal. But you want to know the big names, the ones that will affect Nasdaq if you trade Nasdaq, the big names that will affect Dow if you trade Dow, the big names if you trade S&P 500, the big names. Unless you trade individual equities and options, you want to know your specific corporations. Let's go in after hours. Toggle switch right here will bring us in after hours. Anything after 4 p.m. Eastern is after hours when Wall Street closes. We have Costco. Okay, most of you guys are very familiar with Costco. Okay, I go shop here almost every weekend. This is where I buy all of my flank steak and everything like that, and all the goodies over here. Costco. Okay, so this is a big one. If you follow Dow Jones, make sure you follow Costco and know how much it's comprised of, and these earnings and things like that. That might affect the move of US30. Okay, and then any other corporations you might be familiar with. Go through this, guys. Make this part of your daily routine, daily plan. When we go through the motions, when you play basketball, before you start the game, you do a layup drill, you do some free throws, you get the blood flowing, you get in the rhythm. This is what we got to do as traders. Go through this daily routine. Don't take as much time as I'm doing, because I'm trying to help teach and educate. Once you get exactly what you got to look for, you'll know exactly. You don't need to take more than 5-10 minutes doing this. Okay, while you're drinking your coffee in the morning, go through this. Okay, don't even look at candlesticks. Don't even look at any charts right now. Just make sure you know what's going on fundamentally, and then you're ready for the technicals. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Are we good on that? Thanks, guys, everyone, for joining on YouTube. If you guys can hit the like button, we do appreciate it. I'm just going to have a sip of Gatorade, guys. I talk a lot here. My mouth gets really dry over here. Okay, so Discord, guys. I just want to talk real quickly about a couple signals that were sent out today. Indices, guys. Big moves, guys. Congratulations to you guys that followed the signals, used them with your charting, with the confluence. Congrats, guys. Unbelievable. Okay, some of you guys really killed it. Look at here, guys. Okay, so long means buy. Okay, buys on US30 coming through here. And let's move into long on Nasdaq. Okay, long on DAX coming into London. And then as we start to move into here, long US30. So what were we looking at? Okay, what levels? Right over here, 36,616, this area. As volume is closing above, you get more volume closing above. Yeah, it's going to pull back, guys. We know it's going to pull back, but you can use this steady zone, this static zone going throughout the rest of the day. It's a higher time frame level. It's identified. So we got to see maybe pullbacks. We got volume closing above. It's already moving 20 pips. Maybe it will continue. It's already broke the resistance. Any pullbacks we're looking for in here. But just beastly moves today like Bandene. I know. It was bulls were in charge today. And then you can start to see Nasdaq start breaking out. Okay. We closed above, pulled back, still held the zone. You know where I draw like a green box right there and I stretch it across, came right into the green box and continue pumping out of here, and just unbelievable, guys. Like, even look at the pullbacks. Okay, even right here, it started to pull back. Okay, it pulled back and look at it tapped this area, 16,400. Beautiful, the area, and then continuing with a big bullish candle. So if you didn't get in originally, then you can always use a next setup, guys. There's always a bus that will pick you up. And then these things are like phenomenal, guys. Okay, this was coming out at FOMC and just boom, there's a 3-bar play, green, red, and then it's gone. 5-minute breakout, and just it didn't stop. It was relentless. Like here's the when you get into the buy, guys, throw your stop loss, your trailing stop loss, and sometimes these things can run. You catch one of these things and holy shit, like look at this thing. It's off the charts. Like, when we say suggested 100 pips, this thing, some days you get it. That's how trading is. Okay, guys. These are SST Scalper Pro signals with an AI bot, and just a lot of fun today. Hopefully, guys, you guys had a lot of fun. Some of you guys are this guy right here with this wheelbarrow walking down the street. Okay, so let's get into the markets. What do you guys want to start off with, gold or US30? I'm gonna 100% do US30. I'm very excited for Ms. Jones going to all-time highs. Let's get started with gold, Kat. Let's start off with gold, and we'll save the best for last. So, and I have gold over here on Bookmap, guys. So some of you guys are watching it. So you see what happened at the VWAP, guys? Just quick little, what happened at the VWAP? You guys tell me. You guys educate me. What just happened up here? Right there. You guys tell me. You guys know this better than me. What just happened up here? At the VWAP, volume weighted average price, there was something that just happened up here. What happened? You guys tell me. Let's make this interactive, guys. Offer pulled Aneta? Correct. But you see that they took out this previous high. They grabbed, okay, that big, maybe it was an impulse move. Okay, this is gold right there. See it? They broke it out of there. It came up and it got rejected. Offers got pulled. Then the bigger supplier came in, and then they brought it right below the VWAP. And so it was kind of like a liquidity grab up there. See the buyers? They're trapped up there. That's trapped liquidity. So if we just look at it really quickly, right over here, like that wick, that represents those buyers and they're trapped up there. So, like when I'm drawing the zone across, that's like right there, I'm drawing the zone. And there they are. They're up there. They're trapped. They're in drawdown right now. So think about ourselves when we go into drawdown. When we go into drawdown, do we hold the trade in a loss? So right now, think about it. Let's measure the move. If they bought anywhere up here, right now they are down 32 pips, okay? Most of us at 32 pips, we get stopped out of the market. Some traders are still holding at a loss and they're hoping and praying that it's going to come back up, okay? But this is where now you got to see the depth of market. Now the offers are starting to come down. Look at how many offers we have like below the VWAP. So if we see like a large block order come in here, then we know that the sellers are really trying to push this down. So they're going to cut through a lot of these bids, but you see where the big block of bids are sitting, waiting down here? Okay, so where could that be on our chart? That could be, like see here, 50% of this big green candle. I'm going to do a top-down analysis, guys, but I'm just trying to talk right here. 50% of that candle, that's where that tap and go wick was. So if it ever does come back down in there, that's kind of where I draw my green box, and that could be representing this heat down in here. Maybe it will come all the way red, right down to the green box, and then start to move back up because it will come and transact with this big block of bids, okay? Does that make sense, guys? But see where the traders got trapped up here. The buyers, they bought up there on an impulse. No volume closed above that wick right there. Look at the bodies, guys. Look how clean it looks tonight. Guys, sometimes the Tokyo session, it trades real clean. Like this is really nice price action. Like look at this. The body to the body, and then that wick, that was a green candle that came all the way right up there and got rejected. Here they broke it out and then it came right and closed back down. That's a nice short move. And no volume closed above there. So that box, make it red and continue to bring it across your chart. And we'll see at a later time and date. If it ever comes back up to 2034, we'll see what type of transactions are in there, okay? Makes sense, guys? I'm going to go into a full top-down analysis, but I just wanted to quickly just talk about that while it's happening live in case some of you guys are in a sell, in case some of you guys are in a buy, just giving some play-by-play feedback, okay? I love play-by-play analysis. I love watching sports, guys. How about those Dallas Cowboys? I'm going to the game, guys. If anyone's going to be in Buffalo this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, let me know. I'll be at Ralph Wilson Stadium for the Dallas and Buffalo Bills game. We'll be right on the field level, guys. You might see me there. But if anyone's going to be in Buffalo, let me know, guys. Big game. Buffalo, they beat Kansas City. They're in the hunt again. So it's going to be a big game. I'm just happy it's not like minus 10, 20 degrees. It's going to be a nice day. Okay, guys. So if you love sports, come to Dallas. Victor, I was there. I came in the summer, man. We were there for the home opener against Tampa Bay with Tom Brady when Dak Prescott broke his thumb. You like the Raiders? Oh, they're horrible. They're horrible, man. Man, that game against Minnesota, what was it? 0-0 in the fourth quarter, and Minnesota won 3-0. It was like a hockey game. I didn't know if I was watching football or hockey. Okay, guys, I'll talk sports with you guys all night. Don't get me started with sports, okay? Because we'll have another stream just for sports. But right now, we got to keep it trading because I love sports, guys, all sports. I'll talk for days with you guys here. But what we got to talk about is gold. Okay, so just reviewing. Friday, engineering move. Friday closed up here. Weekend, big all-time high push. What's our all-time high? Make sure, guys, we know this right off the bat. When someone asks you, hey, if you're having a conversation with your family this holidays, and you just want to shoot the shit with them and you want to talk with them, just say, hey, guys, I'm a gold trader. You guys know what gold's all-time high is? They're probably going to look at you like you're crazy. But it's good for conversation. You get people excited to talk about gold. So let's say gold's all-time high is around 2050. There's our psychological block. I'm telling you guys, you want to spark some good conversation over the holidays? Talk about gold. Talk about Dow Jones. People will be like, what the hell is this? What is this person talking about? But it sparks up good conversation. So there's my red box. You know, I'm predicting in the future, I'm getting ready. If gold ever comes back up to test here, maybe gets rejected and we come back down. But Let's make our red box and prepare for it in the future. When will it come up there? I don't know. But you know what I do is I bring this red box across. Look at, I brought it into May. May, guys. Let's bring it into, how about we bring it into next year? Well, let's do that. Look at January of 2025. There, we've established a block in the market pending waiting up there. Okay, if gold ever does come back up there, we'll find out what happens. If it closes above there and we use 2050 as a buy block, holy shit, we could see 2100, 2150, 2200. It could continue pumping. We don't know. Okay, so look at, guys. Okay, look at look at our daily candle, man. This is unbelievable. Okay, look at today, guys. Okay, so we had a nice, all-time high break, big liquidity grab. Follow also the bodies of the candles. They'll tell you a little bit more to the story. Okay, it opened here, it closed all the way down here. We engulfed all of Friday's volume. Okay, sellers are in full control. So we continued to push for a new lower low. It pulled back. Where did we pull back up to? Look at where today is. Like, look at, guys, like right here. How high were we this week? Right there, around 2041, 2040 area. Okay, look at where we are today. We're almost there. Like, there's our daily high right there, 2039. Okay, so let's place a purple line right now at today's daily high. Do you guys want me to write on the side here? Do you guys like this, or are you guys getting used to this? Do you guys want me to continue doing this, where I write like here, the purple line represents the high of the day? You guys tell me. I do this for you guys. Like, for me, I know what the colors mean, but for you guys let me know. We have fun with the wording. We'll call it whatever you guys want. This is the high of the day. I don't think we can call it anything else than the high of the day. Are you guys okay with that? Like how I wrote it down, high of the day? Okay. Lisa, you love talking scalping to the unaware. You go on. I'm the same too, Lisa. I'm the same too. But sometimes it sparks up good conversation, and then I can't stop. Lisa, I'm one of those people that you got to kick me out of your house because I'll just keep talking and talking and talking. I put people to sleep. But it's just it's fun, guys. When you're passionate about something and people are asking questions and you really want to teach them and educate them, it's awesome. There's a lot of interest, but it's good for conversations, like anything that's at all-time highs. It's exciting. Okay, so look, guys, how many times have we been getting rejected at 2040? We got rejected Tuesday, December the 5th. We came up again Wednesday, December the 6th, lower high. We came back again Thursday, December 7, rejected there. And look at today. We just tapped it today. Okay, so we have to mark that zone. Now what I do is a little bit, see above the purple line, I've got a body and a body. There's my next zone. What I do is I look at these bodies right there and I make it red. And then I bring it across. So now I've got a zone, not just a critical high of the day. If we come back up today to the high of the day and it breaks out a little more, maybe I can scalp up to about 2044, 45. And then, again, I just look above and in that wick right there, 2052. If it continues to break out of that red box, maybe the daily candle will make an impulse break up to here, 2052. Again, I don't use a purple line for another daily level. I only use purple for the high and low of the day. So these are other daily levels, like right there. That's a point of interest. On Wednesday, November 29, that was the high up there, okay? So I mark the yellow line and I write on it daily resistance, POI. We were using this word, POI. POI stands for point of interest, point of control, pivot point, whatever you guys want to call it, okay? I just want to know if the volume comes up to this yellow line. I know that it's a daily resistance. I could even write the date on it. I could say daily resistance Wednesday, November 29 to make it even clear for everybody so we know exactly what the date and time was of what this yellow line represents. We can do that, absolutely. You can kind of timestamp everything if you guys like. And let's you guys tell me. See the big red candle? This was the all-time high break and then the big bearish body. It opened right here and closed right there. Is that about half of it right there? You guys tell me. Okay, just by looking at the body from here at the top, 2072, to the bottom where it closed, 2030. See the yellow line? That's roughly 50%, okay? I smoked, guys, I smoked a big joint, and I can still see that that's 50%. You tell me, okay? And you can now have like an accurate point. That's the psychological midpoint of that volume, and it also lines up with a critical data point of a high on a specific day. So to me, that's like, I use the word critical. Someone told me, Ron, that's not critical. Okay, it's not critical. But for me, my opinion is it's a critical point in the markets that we got to acknowledge. We got to know about this, okay? And then that's if we continue to move up to the upside. I don't need to worry about that right now because the volume is right here at 2031. That's 20 pips away. That's 200 pips away. That's a $20 move. But we got to continue to follow this daily volume. If it comes up to the high of the day, we break out. We'll be trading in this red box. If we can break it a little further, right there is our next zone to watch. Okay. Now, let's just continue walking through today's. Look at and yesterday. Okay. So this big green body, this is representing FOMC. You can see how gold opened. We opened and it was originally bearish. Look at, they took out that low on Monday. So what is that? Guys, this is a weekly low. It's not just daily low today. It is today's daily low, but this is also our weekly low. So they took out the weekly low with FOMC today. So what we're going to write right here is we're going to write low of the day. You can put also weekly low if you like. If we ever come down here, this could be maybe an area. Now, what I look at is the low of the day. I can see it came down here Monday and went back up. Tuesday, it came down and went back up. Today, broke the low and back up. Now, see over here, okay, guys, price action. Look here, this big green body candle that opened and closed, half of it is roughly like right around here. So I kind of line it up with this wick and this wick, maybe to find where my demand zone, if it ever comes down in here, like right there, that body, I got that wick, 50%, like right there, half of that green candle. Again, the volume is above, so I make it green and then bring it across. I can see this red candle was red, 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 and then went right back up. But right there, see how we came down right into here today and we went back up. Now, I'm bringing this green box across into the future. Someone's going to say, Ron, gold is all the way up here. Why are we worried about 1972? The reason why we're worried about 1972 is if gold ever comes back down here, this might be your opportunity to look for a buy on all time frames. Whether you're daily, whether you're a 4-hour, hourly, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute. This is a zone we're going to look for because when it came down here in the past, big buyers. It came down here today and it stopped right there and went up. We got a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And we pushed out with the new all-time high. That was the higher high. But you see now we're getting rejected right here in the red box. We're getting rejected in the red box. Today we got rejected so far in here. Okay, so bring this red zone across. Okay, and let's continue moving. Now let's follow today's daily candle open on gold. So we had a very, very bullish day on FOMC. Can we locate where's 50% of FOMC volume? So we opened right here. We closed right there. Look at the high, okay? Ignited bar. It just pulled back just a little bit. No wick, and it popped a little bit. Okay, what's half of it? Okay, if I'm just looking, okay, if I'm not looking to anything on the left, I'm gonna guess half of the candle is right around there. Okay, do we agree right there? That's about half of it. I'm not gonna be exact, but I'm just looking open, close of the volume. Half of it somewhere around here. But look, I've got a body and a body. I got some more data. So I bring my line right there. And then I can see in the past where it came up green and got rejected to that yellow line. It came up to the yellow line, rejected again. And then it came up to the yellow line, rejected, but closed near the high. Small pullback, then it broke it. Then the green candle closed above this yellow line, small pullback, and that's what made the move to all-time highs. Now, guys, if we come back down red today, if it comes down, like if gold sells, I'm looking for it to stop right there. Around 2004, maybe the block of 2000, that psychological level. But I'm looking, if it comes down, I want it to hold this 50% of bullish volume. So we'll pull back, just like when we do 5-minute candles, pull back here, maybe catch a wick, and then go back up. And then we see if we can maybe break this red box, break it, come up there, come back down. We flip this red box green. Maybe it's testing there on the daily. This turns to support. Then we're breaking up, and we're going to aim for the top of those bodies, 2072. If it does that, might not be this week, might not be next week, might be January, might be February, who knows? But we got to get ready for that move if it ever comes down there. So what I do too is I draw like a green box. I look at those wicks right there where it was red. That was red. Now it's green. So then I draw a green box above here. Remember this big green box down here? That's resting. That's pending. We're nowhere near 1970, but maybe 2000, this area, 2004 to 2008, that might be pending but more active in the market because we're not too far away from there. It could easily come down there. So did you guys understand what I just did there? How I'm dissecting my daily zones? Because I'm going to go down to the lower time frames and I'm going to start to do this. Befo Forex, you can use a measuring tool to measure absolutely. Yeah, I use the measuring tool all day, every day, okay? But sometimes I like to do my own analysis without a tool. You know, sometimes when you're a carpenter, sometimes you don't even need your ruler. You know how to make your cuts because you've been doing it for all your life, so you're pretty good at what you do. It's kind of you're a skilled craftsman. So sometimes you don't need to measure moves. You know the Fibonacci tool? Fibonacci tool is fantastic as well. If you get your Fibonacci tool and you go from like the swing high to the swing low, it'll populate everything for you. It'll give you all of your zones. It will give you the exact 50%. It'll give you your 618. It'll give you your 382. It'll give you everything. That's a tool to use if you're a beginner and if you're an advanced trader. I just like to freestyle first and then I add my indicators. Does that make sense, guys? I love to just do my stuff freestyle and then later on I complement my own charting with Fibonacci, with EMAs, with RSI, with Bollinger Bands, with you name it, with MACD, with Stochastic, whatever you guys want, whatever indicators or tools you use. But what I like to do is first I do my own analysis, my own price action analysis, then I put the tools and indicators, and if they line up exactly with my analysis, it gives me more conviction that I identified the right zones without using the indicators, and then it gives me more confidence to take the trades. If you guys understand what I mean by that. But if it's complicated, use the tools 100%. They're all here for you guys. They're all here. Pick out your favorite tools. This is my toolbox right here. These are all of my favorite tools that I use on a daily basis, and I have them easy access. I grab whatever tool I need. Okay, so let's just continue walking through today's volume. So we opened and we came down right there. Okay, that's our daily low of the day. Okay, so we came down low of our day. Okay, remember this is more of our weekly low. I should have wrote down there weekly low. Okay, I can adjust that, but let's just get over here our weekly low, our daily low. I'm sorry, right here. So this is our daily low. And the night is still young. Okay, we're in the Tokyo market. So what was today's low? 2024, 2025 area. So we opened, we came down red, and it stopped right there, and we continued to come up green, where we came up to the high of the day, and then we got rejected, and this is where the volume is right now. Okay, so do we have any kind of levels we can see over here if we continue to trade through here? I can see this wick right here. I'm gonna put a yellow line right here at this red wick, right here. this red wick, because that might come into play very, very soon. So you can see we came up green right up to that yellow line, and then it went down. And then over here kind of respected the yellow line and went back up. So that's kind of midway point. This could be where we have a pivot in the market, 2034. And then if we fill a little bit more to the top of the wick, 2039, that's about a 50 pip zone, $5 move. If we stay below this yellow line, we might come back down to where we opened the market right here at 2027, and then maybe test our low of the day. If it comes down red and we break our low of the day, we could come down red, 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 and then maybe we stop right in here around where these bodies are, 2019, or to that wick. So you can pick, guys. This is where you use your own judgment, okay? So we're all correct. We can place a line right there at the body and the body. Some of you guys will say, Ron, there's a wick right there. Why don't we place it at that wick? You can bring it down to that wick as well. And then you get that wick, and then you get that wick as well, okay? So everybody is correct, okay? But I just personally, if I see two bodies side by side, I like to hug the bodies. I like to stay where the bodies are. So if we break today's daily low, I know it's around 2024-25, and then my next daily critical area here is 2019. Again, that's about a $4 or $5 zone. 40, 50 pips to scalp in there from the purple to the yellow line. And it might not look like a big move, but for scalpers, that's a big zone. When we go down to the 1 minute, 5 minutes, you'll see how these zones open up. So I'm just going to write down here that this is another daily resistance level. Thank you guys. Almost 150 viewers on YouTube. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys. If you guys can like and subscribe to the channel, we're almost at 60,000 subscribers, guys. So thank you guys for all of your support. You know, we truly are humbled, and we really do appreciate all of you guys. Okay, so I've got my daily zones ready. Now what I got to do is dissect. I want to go down to the lower time frames. But before we do that, do we see any type of physical pattern going on these daily candles? I can see kind of where we moved up. Like, forget about that wick. That was the all-time high. But where the volume is, like right here. It came up there, then we went back down. So it's kind of like bottoming out. It's coming back up. This is what we're going to see today. Can we break back up in here, trade above here? Maybe hold this area, come up, maybe retest this, then all of a sudden we're coming back and trading into here. Okay, they might reject it at this red box. Okay, it could get rejected here where it came up, back down. Now it's coming back up, and then in here, or even impulse break up to there, anywhere around here, and then they reject it, and then they push it back down. And then maybe that's a lower high from over here, and then they pull it back down to maybe here. And then I see, can it hold demand or support in 50% of FOMC's volume, come down in here, hold, and then continue, they inject it with more volume, then we break through here, and then all of a sudden we're shooting up here, okay? And then that could possibly happen. So let's just keep an open mind what could happen. But you can see we're penetrating this red box, and we have not broke it 1, 2, 3, 4 times now. So if this supply keeps coming in, look at our negative CVD right now. It's at negative almost 1,000. Okay, so let's move to the hourly now. Now what I like to do is I like to go to the hourly candles to dissect. We obviously know this big hourly candle. Okay, if you were sleeping today and you missed this, this was FOMC. Okay, this thing was ridiculous. It was just out of the gate ignited. Like, look, there was not even, it opened ignited, okay? And there was no pullback. There was nothing red. It was just green. Took out this high right here, 1986. Took out this level right here, 1996, 97. Just continue pumping out. Took out this high, 2007. It came all the way the first couple minutes up to 2018, pulled back, okay? And then look at the pullback. Look how short it is. It was red for like 2 seconds, and then continued to move up, fill the previous hourly high, and just continue to pump, guys. Pump. Like, this thing was non-stop. This is after hours, 4, 5. Like, what is going on this thing? Now we finally made our high of the day, and now a red bearish candle starting to come down, back up. So there's our hourly pivot right there. Guys, 50% of this body. It opened right here at 6 p.m. and it closed right there. Where's halfway? Half of that green volume is right there. I use for hourly a white line, my hourly white pivot right here. It came down halfway, back up. Came down to the white line, halfway of that body, back up. It just came down again right around here, back up. So you see now how we're consolidating. If we close below this white line, we might push all the way down to the low of the day, guys. And that's a nice scalp. From 2030, the white line, down to the low of the day, 2024, okay? We could be consolidating inside here now. But let's write white line. This is hourly support. Bands, so many accounts blown. What do you mean, like yourself today, or overall today in FOMC you saw a lot of traders blow their accounts? Snipers did a really good job today in FOMC. Yeah, if you take FOMC lightly and you're selling, look at what you're selling against, guys. Your account is gone. Okay, if you're trying to sell this, like sell that wick, that's it, and then it comes up, guys. This is like you gotta go with the market, what it's doing. You cannot just sell. Like even if you sold this hourly candle, it came down perfectly. You get your pips and dip out of the market because there's no guarantee it's going to drop. This thing could come right back up for a double top. This is the first hourly top. Okay, so let's make a mental note of this. It just came up there, and that's where it went right back down. Okay, so now we're building a little bit of a base here at the white line. It might come back up. Gold, believe it or not, gold might continue to come back up into that bigger red box and maybe make even a higher high. But inside the red box, that's where it might be that double top and come down like an M. And then if we break this hourly white line, maybe if it closes below there tomorrow, reject that, then gold could come all the way back down to the 2000, that big our area down here. Okay, it could really sell off, but there's no guarantee. It could continue just to consolidate here and it just continue pumping out of here. So we have to be very careful. Now my hourly volume is below like kind of this yellow line and the white line. So if I really wanted to consolidate this zone and just trap it, I could trap my hourly volume right in here. I'm not an hourly trader. I'm more of a smaller time frame trader. I like to trade the 5s, 3s, and the 1s. But if I'm an hourly trader, I place an alert maybe up here, place an alert down here, and eventually we wait for the volume. You know, you guys are smart. You know that gold is not just going to trade inside this box all night. Eventually, it's going to make its move where maybe it comes up here, closes above, retests this, and then we're shooting up to the high of the day, or we're going to get bearish, and then maybe it's going to push down here, retest this, and then start dropping down in here. Those are the three moves. You know, there's nowhere else the volume is going to go. It's either going to stay in here, or it's going to break to the upside, or it's going to break to the downside. And when it also breaks to the upside or the downside, you have to also know that it could be an impulse, just like this one, how it broke out and came back in. It could break out and then come right back in, and then it's a wick up there, and then maybe doing something like this. So if you're an hourly trader, if you're taking an impulse, you have to know that there's 50 minutes still left on this candle, lots of time. So what I like to do is I like to break this down into smaller increments. We can go down to the 30-minute, we can go down to the 15, we can go down to the 5, we can go down to the 1. Okay, so but let's just look in the past. Every time it hourly came back into this red box, they pushed it down. It came back in the red box right over here, and they pushed it down. It came all the way right back in the red box, and they're slowly pushing it down. We have the big rejection from the all-time high still bringing all that supply down, even though FOMC was really bullish, like we're all getting excited, but that was just today. We still got to understand that this is all sellers in control. Okay, this could be a deformed head and shoulder pattern. If you guys know what I mean here, this could be like the left shoulder, and this is like the big head, and then you see, guys, we're trading right back like right in that shoulder. So this thing could come selling off down. Okay, it could come down. That's what I'm looking. I may be looking, my bias with those unemployment claims is going to be bias on gold. depending what those unemployment claims are. And that's at 8:30. So still lots of time. And then maybe that's where gold will sell off a little bit. But no guarantee. I got to wait till see what the news will be. Okay, it's just bias. Bias means nothing until we actually see. So hourly candles right now, last couple hours, are just consolidating right inside here. Now what I do is I go down to the 5 minutes. This is my time frame that I prefer trading, scalping. And then we can see, okay, now this zone was our hourly consolidation. There was a 5-minute break that came right up to there. So if you're measuring your zone, get your ruler and measure it up to there, 50 to 55 pips, not bad. And then when it came down, you could sell. You get 50 pips right there, coming all the way down, 60, 70 pips, even more. Now it's consolidating. There was that fake break. Came up there, no volume close, pushed right back down. Now it's making a little bit of a higher low off of here. Okay, so it's coming back up again and then a lower high. So right now it's kind of like consolidating right in the middle. This is not the greatest area to be trading. We want to look for more trades up here or more trades down here. But we want to continue maybe selling the market down here, maybe buying the market down here, depending what happens when it gets there. So right now it's inside this hourly consolidated box. If we really wanted to really scalp this lower, we could really trap these 5-minute candles and then just play smaller moves. But there's some good volume in the market. We'll leave it at this. Now this is where, guys, I add indicators or tools to my chart to kind of complement what I see here. I add the 9 EMA. This is the green line, 9 EMA. We're currently right at the 9 EMA, and the 200. The 200 is probably nowhere in sight because of this massive move we had. Like there was the 200 at FOMC. The 9 completely diverged away from it, feathered away from it. And here's the 200 is right around my big daily green box down there, around 2005, 6, 7, 8 in there. We're nowhere near that. So we don't have to worry about the 200 right now. We should be more focused on the smaller EMAs, 9, maybe 13 or 21 you add on your chart. Another thing I like to look for as well is RSI. Okay, remember what I was saying about this. It oscillates from 0 to 100. 30 and below is oversold territory, just suggested, doesn't mean anything. 70 or above means it's overbought. But look at FOMC. Okay, guys, if you follow this indicator, you could get smashed. Okay, there was clear bearish divergence. Look at the strength. What came up to 91 and a quarter on RSI, and then just kept going down. Lower highs, the strength decreasing. But look at the price of gold, just continuing to go up. So if you follow this thing, as most retail traders follow this thing, you'll get smashed and your account is gone. Okay, so you got to take this with a grain of salt, this indicator. Where I see it now is right above the 50, so that's a psychological 50. Remember, this thing oscillates from 0 to 100. 50 being the mean, the middle. Okay, so this is more of a neutral zone. Whenever it's around the 50, it's neutral. So the buyers are not in control, they're not strong. The sellers are not in control, they're not strong either. It's neutral. It's a fair game for anybody to take over. So far now we see the strength increasing, coming back up. Maybe we'll potentially break out of this area up here. So it's building, it's coming right back up. Okay, so let's follow the move. It came up, they rejected it right there, came back down. Is that wick higher than this wick? Yes, it is. So this is where now I kind of draw my green box for future reference, and I bring it all the way across. So I'm looking for buys. My bias is buys at this green box, depending whatever happens up here. And you see this green candle started at 645, open, close, roughly. If you want to bring it down to about half of it, bring it down to about there. Okay, so this is like your liquidity pool of buyers. We pulled back into it, it went back up. We pulled right back into it, went back up. We just came right back into it, right back up. If we ever come back down into it, we could be buying that green box. If it closes below the green box, then maybe we flip it red, and then maybe we could look for sells to come down to the low of the day. Okay, so right now, again, this candle just opened, 4.5 minutes to go. You see, guys, remember this? Those were our trapped buyers. Okay, remember we marked that up, and the market came away from them, and we measured it. How much drawdown were they in? Maybe they held a move. And you know, sometimes when you're in drawdown and then the market comes right back up to you and you're at break even or you're a little bit in profit, what do you guys do in this situation? Okay, just psychologically speaking. If you bought up there and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, almost 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, almost 50 minutes you were in drawdown, big drawdown. This is not little drawdown, okay? If you bought up there, this move came down about 35 pips. So you just kind of recovered. Now, do you guys kind of close the position right now? You're like, phew, like that's a relief. I just got out of drawdown. Let me close the trade and let's just go to break even and regroup. Or some traders, when you come back, you'll add another buy up here and try and get it. So it's coming up here too and then rejecting the move right there. So we got to see now, are they going to close above or are they going to bring it right back down? Okay, and we got strong push coming up through here. Okay, let's see if it kind of closes above here. And we can watch right here. Right after this chart, guys, I'm going to do US30. I'll share this chart with you guys in the Zoom. One quick second. Sorry, Lake Bendini, are we still in December GC contract? No, I've moved to, okay, GC is gold, but G, over here, G4, 2024 and G. Guys, if you're on Bookmap and you need help with like the symbols right over here, go to help symbols. And sorry, guys, I didn't want to go off topic, but see where I am, Bendini? I'm in GC Gold G4 G. I'm in February's contract 2024-04. I'm also in crude oil. I'm in February's contract 2024 NYMEX. NQ Nasdaq H4. I'm in February's contract 2024 YM. I'm in Dow Jones, guys, H4 and CBOT. So guys, that's if you're wondering how to get these contracts, right over here. Some contracts you'll try January, you'll try F, and nothing will populate. It won't subscribe to it. So then you just try February. Sometimes something will populate, sometimes it doesn't. Then you got to go into March. Okay, I'm in February across the board. Hopefully that helps. Okay, and everyone in Zoom, there's a TradingView link that I just posted in the Zoom chat. Victor, my man. So once it breaks, you wait for the candle to close above the zone and wait for the next candle's reaction to determine if to pull the trigger. Can you explain confirmations you see in mix X? Okay, so Victor, what I look for up here is fake outs. Look at where the buyers brought it up here. Impulse back down. Buyers brought it up. They got faked out and pushed back down. Here was the first green body that closed above. That's why we got that nice push. Again, the buyers tried, and then impulse, no volume, closed above there, and then they pushed it down. Right here, look at how nice and bullish the candle was. We closed right near the high. It opened bullish, ignited, popped that wick, and it just drove up to there, but it's a lower high from over here. Okay, and then did any volume close above here? We still have 20 seconds to go. So if we bought, we got caught on impulse, but now it's coming down. So where's it going to test? What I do is a red line, Victor. I look at 50% of that green body right there. That's about half of it. But then I line it up with that wick and that wick. I get some more data right there. So I get more wicks touching. And what I do is I draw like a little green box right here. I kind of look to the left of the chart. Right there it was kind of red. Then turn red. It was red there. Now green. So I see now how it's pulling back right to the green box right now. I see, will it hold this green box? And if it does, it'll catch a wick and go back up. If it breaks this green box, there's my 9 EMA to catch it. If it cannot respect the 9 EMA or my green box, then it's going to come and try for the actual body to body. I draw another like red line right here to see where will this thing pick up a higher low. Okay, right now we're right back at the VWAP. This is going to be the fight right here. So kind of if I extend this zone across where those buyers got trapped, again we have another buyers that got trapped right there. See those green transaction bubbles? They got trapped. And then look at the sellers are moving it away from them. And we'll see, can they really move it away? Or the sellers are trying to come down here, but we'll see if the bidders start asking to trade back up here. And then maybe we're going to come back up bullish. But no volume, still closing above our critical yellow daily resistance pivot level. So we can also draw like a red box up there just for visual to say, hey, you know, we got rejected right there. We got rejected right there. Got rejected right there. So we have to be careful buying up here. Okay, and then I wait for the volume to physically come back up and close above here. No confirmation for a buy up here yet. It faked out impulsively. See, if you wait for the candle bar to close, you save yourself maybe taking an impulse move. But sometimes you're gonna miss out on a move as well, guys. Okay, so you gotta kind of like understand. Sometimes, yes, it could break out and move. That one, you know, sometimes there's a time and place when to take impulse candles. Sometimes Tokyo is not that time. Tokyo can be really, really technical and fake out. I like impulse moves more in New York because New York has more volume. And then if it really pops, it drives for 10, 20, 30 pips on an impulse. You can pip and dip and get out of the market. But with Tokyo, you got to be a little bit safer. You got to be safer. Okay, we got to wait for more confirmations. So you see the green box? I still leave the green box. I see if the volume will come back and close above. It broke. It came down to our 9 EMA. Our 9 kind of caught it and coming right back up. So we still have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Half the candle is exhausted. It came back up, and then you see the sellers are coming right back down to low. So it's probably going to break the 9 EMA and drop down to maybe our red box. So I want to see this higher low, higher low. Are the buyers going to bring it back up? I got to see in the book here if the bids are going to start to populate. Remember this big heat right here? You can see now it's getting a little bit more heat in here. So the bids are starting to increase a block above here. Okay, so it's starting to build off the bottom a little bit. But still, we don't have, it's like a double top up here where it came up, this leg up, they rejected it back down. There's our baseline, that's our neckline. Came back up, and now they're bringing it back down. Okay, so what we got to see is, will it come back up with a higher low, come up with more volume, and then push, give us our close, retest this, then we drive. But right now, it's not there. So let's all place an alert up there. If you guys can do this for me, go to that yellow line and right-click, add an alert, create. So I've created an alert up here. Like after the call, if I walk away from my computer, I'm going to get an alert when gold comes back up here. And then I watch it again. I watch it to see if it closes above retest, I could go into a buy. Sometimes when we finish the call, it makes some nice moves. Last night when we finished the call around 11:15, our trades broke out right after we ended the call. Okay, so guys, I'm going to continue watching gold, but I'm going to leave it right over here to the left. And we'll continue watching it. And we're going to do a little analysis on Dow Jones while we watch. Yeah, Prashant, you saw that after the call ended, it started going up last night. Yeah, so sometimes like around 11:30, the markets start to move. But that's why just wait for it. It'll make its moves. Guys, was that okay analysis on gold? Did that help you guys out? Did you guys understand how we went through Forex Factory? We talked about all about FOMC. Why did gold drive today? That's basically what happened, guys. You have to be very, very careful shorting those moves, especially at FOMC. It's dangerous, guys. Like those green candles at FOMC, if you were trying to sell those things, you know, it's dangerous. So be very, very careful. And if you see that big move, you know, you gotta wait for it to form. Like you gotta wait for red candles to close below critical areas, because you're just maybe it's coming down red and then fills out a pocket full of bids and then just keeps coming up. So you have to be very careful. Now, just looking at gold right now, the green box it closed below. So just really quickly, I make that green box red and I continue to bring it across. Okay, right now, like if I want to sell that, it's an ignited bar, but I kind of don't want this kind of like really mid-range in here. I want to give it a little bit more to see if the buyers will bring it right back up. But right now, closed below, ignited bar, coming back down. So we'll see if the sellers push it down to here, this level, 2032.25, where the body and the body are. We'll see if it can come down there. Okay, but it might come back up and then trade in here. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick analysis on US30 as well, guys. So we get both of these charts done, and then we can watch. If we see anything on gold, I'll leave gold. We'll watch gold because it's at this critical area at the VWAP. We'll see if it starts to break out of here. But remember, we got some trap buyers right there, some trap buyers right there. Those represent the wicks. They're trapped in there. Now it's coming back up. So maybe it's going to do what we want it to do. Maybe we need it to come back up. I don't want Fibonacci. I want to see it come back up. Maybe a little bit of pullback, break through here, break that high wick, maybe get rejected at that one, right up there, and then pull back, and then we're driving. Okay, let's watch this. Sorry, before I get to US30, let's watch this, because see how it's coming up? Big green right now. So it came up, came back down, back up, came back and coming up. So this red box, again, I make it green for the time being because we are currently above it. Yeah, she's moving, guys. Tony, Cowboys and Ravens Super Bowl. I'd love that. I got Lamar Jackson in my fantasy. Guys, my fantasy is stacked. I got this 3-team keeper. I've been working with Lamar Jackson. I got Tyreek Hill and I got Stephon Diggs. Those are my 3 keepers. And I'm doing really well. So if Lamar Jackson goes there, I'd take that Super Bowl. Dallas can beat Baltimore. Okay, so I'm getting alerts. Okay, gold is crossing. We got an alert. Okay, 2 minutes and 20 seconds go. See how we're cutting through where all those trap buyers are. We found our buddies. Now maybe they're adding more buys because now they're in profit. You know, they're back to break even. Maybe they were holding that drawdown. Now we'll see if the depth of market can start to build by this VWAP. Yep, gold is looking good. Let's see if we get a green candle closing above here. We got a lot of room for RSI to move. Okay, are we going to take out the high? Okay, so we took out the high. Okay, so let's make note of that. It took out that previous high right there. Okay, so we took out the high. Now, if you're not in, okay, that's why we got to watch this. If you're not in a buy, do you want to buy right now? Do you want to buy the high? You can if you want, but that's not ideal. That's not what you want to do. Because if you did, look at, you just got stuck up there. Okay, and then they bring it right back down. So there's a minute and 25 seconds. I think we can be patient for 80 seconds and we'll wait for this thing to close. Unless you want to take a stab at it and you want to buy this thing. But physically, let's see if we can close with some volume above there. Okay, so let's make mental note. Excuse me. They broke the high, came up, and then they pushed it down. But it's hanging around right by our yellow line, that critical daily area. And we'll see if it can close above. That red box will flip it green. Maybe we retest in here. We might look for that buy. Okay, maybe it gets rejected up there for a 3rd time and comes back down. Okay, so let's just be careful here. Kartika, thanks for the knowledge. No worries, man. I appreciate you learning. Thank you, guys. To all of you guys that are learning, I salute you guys. You know, thank you. It makes it worthwhile doing this that you guys are learning. You know, I enjoy that. I love to see you guys doing good. You know, we should be encouraging each other. We're all retail traders. We're battling against the big corporations. We're battling against the banks. We're battling against the market makers. We're battling against the institutions. You and I'm not here to take your money, you know, all of that. You know, retail traders should unite, should stick together, guys. We're all in this together. Okay. Now, let's just follow the gold candle. It came up very bullish, took out the high, came back, and it closed right at our physical area. It pulled back a little bit and broke out. I'm still just, let's see if it continues to build. What do you guys think? Should we be buying this or we wait? We got a lot of wicks up here. This wick, this wick, this wick, another wick. To me, it doesn't look like a buy yet. it doesn't kind of too many wicks up here. It doesn't look strong. Okay, let's see now if it comes down, picks up more bids, and then comes up again. Okay, it's a spin top candle, indecision, right, ironically right at our yellow line right there, that critical 2034 line, and then they're pushing it right back down. So guys, again, no volume closing above there. So I'm waiting, you know. I don't want to just jump in because I'm excited because I see a green candle, because if I did on any one of these candles, I would be in drawdown right now. And it looks to me maybe like a double top. They could be really rejecting it up here, and it maybe sell down here. It's an M top where it came up, back down, back up, and then coming down now where it could potentially sell. So no buys yet. Okay, again, just waiting. Those are all impulse candles, so we could have bought either one of those and we would be in drawdown right now. Muffin top, I like it. Yeah, looks like a muffin top. Nasdaq is selling too. Thank you, Noor. I know you follow Nasdaq. I'll get to US30 in a moment, guys, but sometimes gold is doing something, we got to watch it. Okay, again, this zone, we didn't really get anything happening above the VWAP except for a big rejection so far. Now what we can do is we can watch this red candle. Will it close again below this green box and close below that 90 MA? Then we flip this one red, and maybe then it will start shooting down. Maybe we look for potential sell in here. But it's still holding like trend. Okay, see here, higher low, higher low, higher low. Let's see if this is going to be a higher low. Okay, so we caught a wick, big rejection again at that 90 MA at our green box. So we found some bids, it's coming back up. We have 2 minutes now to the close. So let's just continue being patient. Let's follow this thing. It opened green, got rejected, it came down. As soon as it came down there, it was a big red candle. Picked up the wick, picked up the buyers, but we still have this red body. So as it comes up, the red body is still there pushing the volume down. So we got to kind of flip this red body in order to try and come back up here. Lake Bandini, you think it's going to turn green? Let's see. Florian, let's say it closes above the line. Where would you look for entry? Anywhere kind of above that yellow line. If it comes back up and we close above there, I look for a retest exactly like at that yellow line or that green box, and then I look to come up there, then I take my buy, and then I look to break out that wick and start to drive up here. That's for buy, but no buy yet, Florian. Just like if we bought anything, we'd be in drawdown right now. I'm looking at how many traders are getting trapped up there. We're boxing them in right above the VWAP. They're trapping them. Here we go now. Big red candle. Okay, came down. Did we break any of these lows? Okay, that low, that low, that low. Still holding right there. 2032.85. Still holding. Now it's going to come down one more try to break those lows. There it is. Okay, so it's coming down. So what I do now to try and get ready is this green box, I start to momentarily flip it red. Because maybe I might be getting ready to sell. Okay. Again, if you jump in right now, you're selling the low of the candle with 24 seconds to go. So maybe I'll wait for this thing to close, see if it comes up green again, maybe retest. There's about 50% of it. You can see how the candle is coming down. There's about halfway. Really dropping, guys. So that's why no buys up there. If we took a buy, we're screwed. Okay, so that's why. Try and be patient. You know, look how many times they faked out the market. We could have got stuck up there. Okay, so let's wait for this thing to close now. There's the close, ignited bar. Okay, so it came down really fast. Now it's coming up. Let's let it come up. Okay, still respecting that ignited red head. Okay, will it flip green or is it holding it ignited red? That's what we got to look for. Okay, it's still holding it. Okay, flipped. Now it turned green. Okay, so that's why you got to wait. You got to wait. Now let's see if it actually retests up here or like right around here. If it comes back up and they push it down. Okay, so this is, see why I wait for it to turn green? Sometimes you don't want to just get into a sell right away. It's coming back up green. Let's see how it reacts at our zone up here. Yeah, Prashant, you can see Bookmap shows it beforehand. Yeah, like if you follow Bookmap, this is live liquidity. So sometimes I'm watching Bookmap when I'm looking to trade. I've already made my zones. I'm watching Bookmap over here. Okay, so you see that big green bubble? That was a big transaction of buyers. Now they're coming up, but you can see they're being absorbed by the sellers. If this flips, guys, I might be looking to put a sell into the market. Like if it can flip this red and push it down. Still a lot of time left on it, 3.5 minutes. Lots of time. Okay, but you see now, the sellers might be pushing it back down. And I'm quite possibly might enter into a sell. They push it back down in here. Yep, so it's turned into a bear spin top now. Remember, it was big green candle, came up, they rejected it, but as we're coming down, there's just this little, where we open. We can't really break where we open right here. It's right at that red line. Now it's pushing down. And then I bring this red zone across, the big one, okay, that's resting above us. That should be red as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to go in a sell. Yep, I'm in a sell now. I entered in a sell. Okay, I liked how it flipped into a shooting star. I'm currently in a sell. Let me just add this. Okay, and then I'm going to place stop loss. Maybe above here. And I'm looking to see if it can come down into our green box. Maybe take out that low down in there. So I'm currently in a gold sell. Like, where do you guys think? Should we put stop loss? Right above this red box? Or should we put it like above the yellow line where we got rejected multiple times? We open up our stop a little bit more, and then we look to see if we can come down maybe to that hourly support. Okay, but see how we trapped those big buyers in the body? They're right there. Now if we can just move the market away from them. Okay. We want to kind of push down into here. Take out that previous low. So I'm just going to place a yellow line on Bookmap for reference points, what we should be watching. See if we can come down and take out that 2045 level. If we can come down there and take out that, then we might be trading into that big liquidity down there, and that's kind of like where my big green box is. And US30, guys, is selling too. Okay, so we got 1 minute 10 seconds. I'd like to see if we can close below this red line with red volume. Then maybe we'll get continue momentum to push down. But I'm still giving it room to breathe in case it wants to come up. But this is good. We're selling near the low. Okay, and then what I'm watching for is to see if any big orders come in an offering in the market. If any big bids come in and then they get pulled out. Okay, so here's the close. So they just engulfed again those buyers that bought right at the end. Okay, we close almost near the low. Just look at the size of the wick. Okay, so they opened it green. We closed below there. Okay, so what I'm looking for is I want to stay below this level. Like if we can stay below here, maybe we can continue pushing down. So it might retest here where it's coming right back up. I'd like to see if it can get rejected here and then push back down, kind of engulf these buyers and push it down. If they cannot hold them down here, then unfortunately it's going to come trade up in this zone. So I want to see if they can kind of keep them down below here. Okay, so that's what we want. We want them to retest that red box, get rejected. That's perfect. That's what we want. Okay, and then now we just gotta change the direction of the candle, engulf those buyers that bought as soon as it opened, flip the candle back down red and push it down. But they're still bidding it up as we came down where the open. So it kind of filled up with a little bit more rocket fuel and then pushing back up. So then we have to see if a new offer will come in and push it right back down. Okay, so that's what happened, how it got that wick and an offer came in and pushing it back down. But this is a strong candle that could be coming back up, but we kind of got to trust maybe our lower high, 50% of this red candle to kind of keep the supply coming down on the higher time frame. Man, I didn't even get a chance to do top down on US30. But US30 just really quickly is just right inside here. If you guys are trading US30, watch this area right here. Okay, so we're trading right back again near the VWAP. This is where a lot of transactions want to happen. So they brought it right up to the VWAP. We'll see what happens up here. Can they absorb the buyers? Okay, so I'm in drawdown 10 pips right now, 10 pip drawdown. And my maximum risk will be above this yellow daily line because I don't want it to come up, close above there, then all of a sudden it's shooting up there. That's the maximum risk I'm giving it. I trade with a manual stop loss, everybody. I close my trades manually. Zebi, you have a buy limit at 1930? 1930 or 2030. If you're at 1930, you got some time to wait. I think you meant 2030. 2030, yeah. I was going to say 1930. We're far away from that. Okay, so we're going to close in 1 minute. Came all the way back up to the VWAP. They originally rejected it again as it came down, picking up bids, coming back up. Okay, so I'm still in my sell. Like to see if they reject it, maybe, and close it back below this red zone. Maybe if they can continue to push it down, then it opens red again and can push down a little further. But if it picks up that volume, comes up here, the next candle could be green and come up, and that's where my stop loss is. So I have to be very careful. I'm still in the sell. I'm only 6 pips, 5 pips in drawdown now. Okay, so I gave it a little more room to breathe. Sometimes you got to give it a little room to breathe. If you trade very, very tight, you could get stopped out of all trades. Okay, so here's our closing price. Okay, so they open it ignited. They kind of want to prop it up to give it some momentum to come back up. So this is where we want to kind of see an offer come in quickly, kind of absorb that ignited open and maybe try to push it down. We've got a lot of wicks. Okay, we have that wick. Got that big red candle. It came up green again, lower high. They pushed it back down, but they propped it up with an ignited open coming back up. So it could be testing again this red box with another rejection, and then we could come back down. I'm hoping that this thing can get rejected, come back down, and break this box and drop. So again, this red box is green momentarily because we're still above 50% of that green candle that came up. There's 50% of it. So if we can kind of come back down red and close back below there and retest that, maybe get rejected. If it does do that, maybe I would be inclined to add a second sell down there if it can close down there. But currently, I'm still in my original buy and back in 12 pips of drawdown. Just gold is in this very tight range right here. So two ways. It could, yes, it could break out bullish up here. That's my stop. But it could also break down bearish down below here. Okay, guys, I'm sorry that I didn't get to do US30 currently, but right now we are on gold over here, watching this guy right here. Okay, so the VWAP is still holding. See those trapped bubbles? Okay, so you got some buyers that are getting trapped up there. It's just this supply, this cumulative volume delta, negative 700, just kind of got to just push away from this area. Move away from this VWAP, move away from all these buyers, and just maybe break this yellow line and start shooting down. And then that's where it could start dropping down into here. We have a lot of rejections above us, and they're all lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So the supply is coming down naturally, and the offers are absorbing a lot of the buyers. Okay, but we got to close below, again, this physical level. We did close below there, but that big candle came up. We still had that green body, and now we're coming down again. So let's see, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Can we close red back below here? So I'm break even right now. I'm back to break even. Okay, but again, I didn't just take this trade to go to break even. But sometimes, guys, if you take a trade, you go into profit, you go into drawdown, comes back down to break even. This might be a time in the market where you say time out, maybe reanalyze the trade. You can close the trade at a break even, just regroup. I'm still holding my sell. I'm thinking that this is going to break down, but I need more red volume to close below here. Really like make a statement down there. Okay, so we got 90 more seconds to go, and we're about 12 minutes away from 11 p.m. and a new hourly candle will be coming into the market. So that could change momentum in both directions. It could be bullish 11 p.m. or it could be a bearish 11 p.m. So kind of I want to get more red volume to close below here. So then the offers will start to push this move down. And then maybe we test this big green box down in here. What do you guys think? You guys think it's going to come up bullish? You guys think I'm going to get stopped out? Or do you guys think it'll start to sell down in here? What do you guys think? Be honest, okay? I'm a big boy. I can take criticism. I'm in a sell. What can I do? You guys tell me. What do you guys... you think King Cap will sell down? You think waterfall? I hope so. But we got to get that red volume closing below here. If the buyers bring it back up, then it's going to consolidate in here, and then it's going to try one more time for up here. You know, they like to do that. Right before the hourly candle, they'll come up and grab all the pending orders. They'll grab the stop losses. They know where all the stops are in the market. Okay, here's the close. Again, we're closing like right at our green box. And the next candle could quite possibly open up green and come back up again. Okay, there it is, green. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's that little tiny candle right there. Okay, that's what we want. It's basically almost an ignited candle pushing down, but we got to come back down and test these lows. And then if we close below here, I'm going to flip this green box, make it red, stretch it across, and hopefully we can get maybe a nice higher time frame push coming down. Tokyo moves like this, guys. Tokyo is a little different from trading London or trading New York. I'm sorry. Like Tokyo trades like this. Could be choppy like this. But again, if you trust your analysis, we got faked out 1, 2, 3, 4 times up there. That big red bar closed below. Every time it comes up, lower high, here's the flush. Okay, so I'm just going to make this green to red. I want to stay below here. And let's see if we can take out this yellow line right here. Okay, I'm up 10 pips right now, guys. Okay, 10. Like if you want to reduce risk, you could bring your stop loss down to this zone to reduce risk. You know, that's risk management. You know, originally I had my stop loss up there. I could bring my stop down to there, or I could go basically to a break even. I'm going to still keep the stop up there. Target would be down into here, like we said, hourly support line, white line. Okay, but let's see if we can take out this 2045. We got 34 bids sitting here. Let's see if they can pull the bids. Let's see, watch that number there, 34 bids right there. Let's see if they pull it, and then it can drop a little further. Okay, I'm up 12 pips now. Okay, so guys, you guys please like manage your accounts, you know what I mean? We're going to try and get it down into this green box. Maybe take out this low. Okay, that's that yellow line right there. Those 35 bids. There we go. 14 pips. Let's go. Let's drive this. Okay, now I'm going to reduce my risk. I'm going to a break even now, up 15 pips. 14, sorry. Okay, so I'm at a break even now. I just want to be fully transparent with everybody. Break even trade. I held in a little bit of drawdown, but now I'm break even in profit. Looking to see if it will continue. But remember, these green boxes are targets, guys, to scalp for like 10, 13, 15 pips. I'm going to try and hold this on a break even and see if we can continue to push down. We're getting close to that 11 o'clock. Okay, right here, you see that physical yellow line. When it came down there, the sellers brought it down here, but then they bid it right back up. So we're selling back down in here. Okay, let's see if we can take out that physical low right there. It's tweezer bottoms right now. Tweezer equal lows. Where my cursor is, there. They just broke it, guys. There's 15 plus pips. Okay. Now you can do what you want in here. The green box is target, guys. Okay, it is a target in there. I want you guys to know that is a target. You don't have to close the entire trade, but learn how to maybe close 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, leave the rest running. It's up to you. That's like a scalp. Would I love gold to continue to break down all night? Yeah, absolutely. But we got to either wait for the continued candle to close or just continue to hold it, follow where's 50% of it. How will it close near the low? We're 5 minutes away from 11 o'clock. They could turn up 11 o'clock and come right back up bullish. Okay, so again, let's see. We got 15 seconds near the close. The buyers brought it right back up. Sellers absorbed them. Let's see if they can continue bring it down and close near the low. Okay, here's the close. Again, if I'm just looking at 50% of the body of the candle, open, close, half of it is roughly right there. Okay, so if I'm kind of lowering the offers myself down, I want to see, can we stay below there? You know how it comes up green? You know, I'm letting it, if it comes up green up to there, that's kind of the maximum, like 50%. If it's a lower high, perfect. If it comes up and they can do a lower high, that's excellent. Then maybe then the sellers can continue to push this down and come down. I'd like to see it tap that white line. We did that for a reason, that white line. That was our hourly support line. If the sellers have enough pressure, I'd like to see them like come down like they did over here at 8:45 where they tapped into that white line. That's ideally what I like to look for. There we go. There we go. Yep. So if we can, now you see how it came up green. I kind of give it the 50%, but a lower high is a bonus. I know that they're lowering the offers. So now if we can come down and take out our previous low, that's the white line. That's hourly support. That could be a 20 pip move down in there. But again, if you're up 15, you guys do what you got to do, okay? Because we're getting close to the hourly 11 o'clock change up. Sorry if I say your name wrong. Sempiji, you always make trading seem too easy. You never panic. You shouldn't panic, guys. I'm not over risking. I'm trading within my limits. Like I've already factored in my head how much my stop loss was. I'm okay with it. So I'm just watching price action now and just going with my bias, and then just reducing my risk to a break even and hopefully get 15, 20 pips out of the trade. And then if it comes all the way back to break even, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. No win, no loss, but I really want to see it break down and get the kind of maximum value of this move. But I see some of you guys already took out 50%. Josh, you closed 60%. Good. Perfect. I love doing that too, guys. But sometimes on these live calls, I like to hold moves with you guys and walk you guys through them. But I'm still holding this. It's still coming down. It came up green, lower high, push down. Want to see if it can really break these levels. And that would be the target, the white line down in there, if it can get down there. Noor, you're still holding? Forex, you too? Yeah. But, the big green box is there for a reason. You know what I mean, guys? And it's coming right up to that 11 o'clock. That hourly candle could change the momentum, guys. But we still have 50% here. I'm at a break even. I'm up 14 pips. Life is good. So let's see if we can really break this thing down. If this was New York volume, I guarantee you we would have smashed right through this area. But this is Tokyo. It's a little bit lighter on volume. Yes, guys, please, thank you. Almost 200 viewers. If you guys can hit the like button, we really do appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry we didn't get to the other chart, US30, but sometimes we get caught in a trade and we got to walk through it together. But tomorrow we'll do other charting. Okay. I hope you guys at the beginning of the call learned how we analyzed FOMC. We talked about it. Tomorrow there's busy days starting in London, New York. Friday is going to be busy, guys. Just continue learning and earning. Congratulations to all of you guys that passed phase 1, phase 2, got funded, payouts. Respect to all of you guys. Keep doing what you guys are doing. But number one thing is manage your risk. See how I managed my risk? I was in a little bit of drawdown, but I gave it to the second box up here. I respected my yellow line, critical yellow line. As it started to come down, I reduced my risk. Now I'm in a risk-free trade, break even, up 15 pips. No matter what happens. If it comes all the way back up to my break even, no win, no loss, but I'm trying to get that hourly bust right there. Here's 30 seconds. Okay, let's take a quick look at the hourly candle. Look at it. Okay, this is the hourly candle we're part of. It opened green, it came up, got rejected. This is us. We're in this volume. Every time these hourly candles came down here at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock, it keeps coming up. So next hour could come up green again. Maybe they reject it, and then we're trying to break that white line. Remember, we did this at the start of the call, 2030. Okay, we might not get it. Because look at, they opened it up green now. So it's going to come right back up, maybe potentially test 50% here. But if we can kind of maybe consolidate as a bear flag, maybe down inside here, maybe it just trades in this little neutral box right here, comes on red, green, red, and then eventually if it comes with lower lows and break, we could take out that hourly low and drop. But this is, guys, what happens when a new hourly candle opens up. The momentum changes. These could be hourly buyers that are coming in the market right at 11 o'clock, and they like this buy area. They like this demand zone. That's hourly support. So the 11 o'clock candle opened up right by the hourly support. So, guys, I know it sucks, but Sometimes that's trading. So you got to understand also the times when you're trading the market. I always am aware of when there's a new 15-minute candle, when there's always a 30-minute candle, when there's always an hourly candle that opens, because I've been part of this where momentum shifts always, and then I end up getting stopped out of the market. I don't take the pips when I should have taken them, and then those woulda, shoulda, couldas, and all of those things. That's what can happen. So that's why, guys, trade with discipline, trade with where you're willing to accept a trade down. I should, like looking at it now, maybe I should have taken my 15 pips down in the green box. I didn't. I'm still holding. I'm still in profit. But see now how it's testing the 50%. If you can't hold here, fortunately it's going to come up and tap exactly where I have my break even. Amos, do you think compounding 10 pips is a good idea? I love it. That's how I trade, Amos. If you look at most of my trades, they're all about 10 pips. And I do a lot of 10 pip trades. I'm very disciplined with my losses as well. You'll never see me hold a trade for 100, 200 pip loss. My losses are usually 10 pips, 15 pips, but my profits are like 10, 15. But more consecutive trades like that, as you get more experience, they add up. And then if you can control your losses, then you can do really well. But you have to have the proper mindset that you're trading for 10, 15 pips. Like me right here, it went 15 pips exactly, 10, 15, but I never took out anything. And now it's coming right back up. Okay, so I'm trying to hold this with you guys on the live call. Kind of when I trade by myself, I trade a little bit different. I'm more robotic when I trade, but I'm trying to also educate here too. I want you guys to understand the importance, the significance of this green box. Why it's so strong. We put that hourly white line there for a reason, and you see how it's still holding it. Okay. But it could just pull back up and then get absorbed again with a lower high right around here, and then again they push it down. That could very well happen. Okay, and that's what it looks like is happening. They came back up, they pushed it back down. But we need this volume to close back below here. If it closes green above the red box, fortunately we're going to have to flip that red box green, might open bullish, and then come up for the next leg up. Guys, I know I hate to ask at the end of the call, but I saw some of you guys scale out down there. Did anyone close the entire trade in 10, 12, 13, 15 pip profit? Or you guys still holding with maybe a break even here? I want you guys to learn too. If you got to use a demo account while you're learning, learn. Lake Bandini, you close your position, plus 300. Good. Congrats. Diamond Hands Forex Borex. Man, I we'll see what happens up here, but we need this rejection. Prashant, you closed 10 pips with a standard. Beautiful. $100. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you. I don't want to say your name, but yeah, thank you. Been watching you for a couple of weeks. You're a very good teacher. I will be joining you. Good. We look forward to have you on the team here. There's better traders at SST than myself here. I'm the old guy, but there's the young guys are much better than myself here, and they're educating daily in the Discord channel. We got young gentlemen like Forex Borex teaching all of us how to trade. We need the young guys. Okay, guys, so I go through my motions, okay? So the volume is above the red box. I momentarily flip it. I know I'm still in the sell, but I go through the motions, guys. Because I could always be looking for another trade. But in this particular situation, it's green above the red box. We got to make it green. So I'm almost going to get tapped out at break even there. I'm hoping I don't. I'm hoping they reject it again and push it down and then maybe get it down there. But I'm very, very close to getting tapped out at break even. That's a nice red candle, you know. Maybe with this one, we trap those early buyers coming in at 11, and maybe this thing we can push down. Amos, how do you join the Discord? Join that free Telegram that's pinned at the top of the channel, and then it has all of our links that you can join us in everything. It's got our Instagram, it's got the website, it's got all of our information. It's the free Telegram that's linked at the top of the YouTube channel. That goes for everybody. And then it's got all of our official links if you guys do want to join us. Wow, guys, okay, so flip the green to red. Maybe we may escape this one. Maybe we'll come back down. Tracy, you'll be 44 in 2 months. 44 years young. As long as you got a positive mindset, you'll be young forever. I'm 41, close to being 42 in February, and I feel like I'm 16 years old again. My son is 12. I feel like I'm his age. Okay, so can we get this red body to close below here? Or is it going to just be indecision right near our resistance? Again, you see where the volume is kind of attracted to come to? 50% of the big red candle. I think trading keeps you young. It keeps you young. Yeah, right. Trading ages you, guys. Trading can really stress you out. Okay, so remember this yellow line. I haven't changed the yellow line on Bookmap. This is that area of reference, like that point of interest we're watching. We did break down, but then here, see this dotted line? This is 11 o'clock, 2300. That's when it came up with those buyers, the hourly change up. So if we can continue to get these offers to come down and populate down here and absorb these buyers, and we get more transactions below this yellow line, yes, gold can sell down into the bigger area down here. That was a big transaction that kind of just absorbed the buyers with the last minute to go. That's interesting. So you see how it was coming right back up, and then they really got engulfed by a big offer. So let's see if the market can close below here or move away, like move away from those buyers. But more importantly, close below this red line. Because if it closes bullish pin bar up there, has a high probability it could continue to drive up. If it closes red below here, high probability we might push back down on the next bar. That's why sometimes I really enjoy trading New York. New York is much faster volume. This stuff can make you old real quick. Okay, guys, so we got to respect the bullish candle coming back up. Again, they rejected it. So the volume is going to be concentrated right at this 50% level. It might close as a spin top, indecision. We had the sellers push it down, buyers push it up. Might close right in the middle. Again, right at our box. It closed green, but now we opened ignited red, push down. Can the sellers now really push it down into here? Again, it doesn't help if it just comes down a little bit and then we pick up a higher low wick. This is probably going to drive and start to come up to this level. So wow, guys, come on, we need to break this thing down. It's trying. We just need a big, you see that now that you see the heat coming in here, it was more where we were trading in there where it trapped all the buyers. Now we have all of our offers, Just need the offers to continue to populate and take out this area. This from the start of the call, when we started analyzing gold, from the start of the call, this 2045. Remember that big block I was talking about? That's the big green box down in here, and our hourly support white line. That's the critical line. Bendini, Tracy, how can you join the New York live stream? The link, the stocksnipertrading.com, and then all the links are in there to join. Not just New York, but we do live London with Shahab, Wall Street with Dave, and Post with PK. Let's go. Come on. Break this down so we can all go to sleep. Come on, sellers. Who's going to drop the big Lambo lots right now to drop this thing down? You think if all of us drop big lots, we can move gold? Who wants to try it? I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. If we all sell together, you think we can move this bar? What do you guys think? We should have a code word. And we'll sell all at the same time. And maybe we might move it a couple ticks. This is probably the longest trade I've been in my life. Yeah, we should get Dave. Dave is sleeping right now, but we should get Dave to drop some lots here. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna stay for this final candle no matter what happens. Okay, because it's getting 11:15. It's way past Ron's bedtime. I gotta get to sleep too. See what happens with this thing. We need, okay, it's a hanging man candle right now. It opened red, we came down. Again, we got these higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low wicks. So you see the buyers are pushing it up, they're bidding it up, but if it starts to close above this 50% level, then yes, then the buyers will maybe step in and start coming up here. And that's where BE is, break even right there. I'm hoping that the red volume can continue to maybe close below here and it may be pushed down with that next leg, but doesn't look promising right now. Okay, so 45 more seconds to go. See how the volume is concentrated right at 50% of this big red candle. The volume is all concentrated right here. Okay, so it's going to be a battle to see. Can it close above here or close below here? And look at the volume, how it just dried up. There's like, remember, look at the volume bars. Okay, look at the size of them. And then now they just basically like really dried up. So now that was a nice push again by the sellers. We got to find who is the aggressor. Who's more aggressive? To me, the seller in this move is more aggressive. With those 4 rejection wicks at the daily critical yellow line, we came down, came back up. They rejected it there. We came back down, coming back up. Now I want to see them one more leg kind of come back down and hopefully break these lows, especially that hourly 2030 level. They can break that, then it could easily drop down a little bit further. But we also have to be very cautious of a double bottom and then maybe it comes back up. Okay, so it's going to be a dogfight down here. But we're still below the red box. So technically, the sellers did close it below. It's just really struggling with this area right here, this yellow line. like we're consolidating now, maybe right in here. Sometimes when the markets trade sideways, this is where it could be trading. So again, if it comes up green, closes above here, could push to the break even and then to that next red box. And it looks like the buyers are still accumulating it, okay? The sellers, you got to give them credit. They did push it down, but every time they push it down, coming up. Push down, coming back 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 up. So got to really watch it. Just in a tight little range right now. We got screwed on that hourly candle, okay? Right over here, 10:55, then 11. I told you, like the hourly momentum comes in and screws up everything. It could fall at a later time, but right now it could be pulling back up. Okay, did I get rid of? I want to get rid of that. Guys, do you guys have any questions about today's call? Okay, well, I hope you guys are enjoying these Tokyo sessions. It's good for education, great for education. And what we can do is we can learn what you learn here and then apply it in London or New York when there's more volume in the markets. Okay, same technicals that we learn here, we use in New York. Obviously, New York has more volume, bigger candles, bigger moves. This is the Tokyo session. Sometimes when you trade Tokyo, you got to understand. Sometimes the markets can move like this. Just manage your risk. That's the most important thing. Look here, it's slow. You're going to bed. Yep, good night. I'm going to go to bed too right after this. Yeah, Val, get some sleep. It's very, very late for you. Thank you for joining, Val. I appreciate you. We'll switch these up. Like we like to do a couple weeks of Tokyo, then we go back to New York. Couple weeks in New York, couple weeks in Tokyo, couple weeks in New York. We'll do some London sessions when Shahab gets tired. We move all over the clock. Okay, we've got all sessions. London, a little bit of London. We've got a little bit of Wall Street. Got a little bit of post New York, like 11, 12, 1 p.m. Sometimes we have the 1 to 3 p.m. Sometimes we do power hours. And then, guys, right there, almost topped me out at break even. Man, I don't know if I want to get hit at break even or I want to stay in this trade. I don't know what's more important, sleep or money right now. But that is my break even right up there, guys. Who knows? Maybe I get saved by a wick. Oh, that's too much. Bandini, you've been watching these screens since 5:30. That's going to hurt your eyes, man. Yeah, that's too much. Too much, too much. Okay, guys, but for next time, I want you guys to know when I trade, I'm a zone to zone trader. Okay, I think I make that pretty clear that I trade like more targets, zones. It was maybe my bad that I didn't take out the 15 pips down there. But guys, don't do what I do. You guys do what you need to do. I was kind of holding this trade to get kind of maximum value to show you. Sometimes, you go in a little bit of drawdown. Then when it starts moving down, you go down to a break even. It came all the way down. I was just more preoccupied with touching this white line. And you see how close it was? Now, I measure the bottom of that wick, and this was my silly greediness to come down there for about 2 or 2.5 extra pips to take out that hourly support line. And I got greedy, and now I'm like a couple pips away from being hit at break even, but I'm still live in this thing. But man, who knows? Maybe the Forex gods, the gold gods, are going to be with me and maybe break this down, because I honestly, guys, I never got tapped out right there. I'm still in this thing. I'm up 5 pips right now. Okay. After this roller coaster ride, getting saved by the wick. Yeah, saved by the wick. Remember that old show, Saved by the Bell? We should make one, Saved by the Wick. Okay, but this zone, again, I got to flip it green because we're coming down to that zone and it's holding. So in order to continue selling down, guys, we got to get that red volume to get below this green box. So we close down here, flip it red, because if it comes back up, then we want to get rejected there and then maybe push, you know, where Ron got greedy down there, because I was looking for that white line and I couldn't get into it. But who knows, maybe later that move might materialize. But right now, it's still holding the green box. Buyers are bringing it up. It came down red, higher low coming back up. If they flip it green, then it will turn into a bullish pin bar, possible hammer candle, and come up. But, you know, sellers are trying, guys. Sellers are really, really trying to push this thing down. That could be a pullback, and then they bring it down. But physically, guys, that's why I watch these 50% levels. You see how all the action is happening right at our zone right here. Eliud, my pleasure, man. Thank you for joining, Eliud. I appreciate you. Ben, didn't you close there? Good, good. As long as someone closed, you know, it makes me happy. Okay, as long as you guys got your pips, you know, hey, you never know. Maybe Ron is going to get some pips coming down too. I'm still in it. I'm up I'm up 8 pips right now. Let's go. Come on, let's get some money and let's go to sleep. Okay, so we got 2 minutes. Again, can we get a red bar to close below here? This is a big bar. We've engulfed. Guys, I honestly got saved by 2 pips. 2 pips saved me from getting stopped out at break even. And now we're back in 8-9 pip profit. Man, the markets are funny. If it can take out this white line, Ron is going to sleep like a baby. Ron is going to sleep real nice. You think oil has bottom now for stocks? I think oil's bottom might be $67, $65 a barrel, US sweet crude. I think the bottom will be in there, 67, 65 bucks a barrel. I believe there was OPEC meetings today. So look at the OPEC folders if you can. Read what happened in there. If you're trading crude, make sure you follow the OPEC news. Okay, again, guys, you see how the volume is concentrated right at this green box area. It came back up. Now they're pushing it back down. 30 seconds to go. The last 30 seconds of a candlestick show you the momentum. It's like a soccer game. It's like a baseball game. It's like a football game. Like the last 30 seconds show who has the momentum closing the candle, who will have will be the aggressor going into the close. Let's watch this close. Can we come down red and close near the low? Look at the buyers buying it right back up right near the close. Again, we're right at our physical green box here. Where's this final volume going to close? We're getting really close to going into 11:30. Okay, so again, they closed it below. We retested it quickly. You know, I always flip it red to see can they reject it and push it down. What do you guys think? Should I just close in 5 pips and call it a night, or 6, 7 pips here, or we hold this thing? It's either going to be a break even or a TP target. Let's do that. It's either going to be a break even or a TP down here for 15.20. I escaped with that little 2 pip one right there, but I think maybe they'll bring it up now and they'll tap us. Who knows? I hope not. Oh, US30 went back up? Yeah, sorry, Prashant. I was going to... Wow. Okay, guys. Look, we could have bought US30. Guys, all I didn't even do a top-down analysis. I just saw the wicks, the pivot, it came down, stopped right there. I drew the green box across. There was red, green, and then any one of these bars. If you bought any one of these green ones, place your stop loss down there. You're running right now 30 pips plus on US30. Oh my goodness. How did we miss out on this? Look at that, 30 plus pips. And then just mark your next zone up there. If it does come up there. Did anybody take that US30 buy off the green box? You see why I like trading US30, guys? A nice little move like that gets you 30 pips and you can go to sleep. Gold is, look how choppy this shit is. Coming up green, red, green. Just calm down, gold. Calm down. Ron needs to go to sleep. Come on. Tony, I told you your techniques work on all time frames. Tony, I've been telling everyone that these techniques works for all time frames since 20 years now. Believe me, the candlesticks have the same characteristics. These zones are proper zones, especially in a ranging period. It's like a basketball. You bounce a basketball. It comes down, back up, down, back up. Maybe come back to the red box, drop down again a little bit. Let's go, guys, on gold. Come on. We're up 10. We're up 10 now. 10 pips. Let's go. I know some of you guys are getting sick and you guys probably closed the trade out. But now you see we're pushing the yellow line down here. Now things might start to open up. And we're going into a new 30-minute candle coming up in 2 minutes, 11:30. Oh, I love Miss Jones. Bendini, I love her. Forex Borix, you still here? What do you think? Are we going to break this or what? Man, come on, gold. Let's take this out. Let's drive into this liquidity. And then so we can all go to sleep. Ilya, do you know what they say? Third time is the charm. What do you guys think? Sometimes, you know, when you close it and then you close it, you get your 10 pips and then your next red candle is just dropping. That's the worst when that happens. Okay, so let's follow this nice big body candle. We got what we want. Nice big body. Let's see if we can take out those lows. Test that that nasty white line down there. Oh my God, they're teasing us. Luke Carey, your target is 2024. It's quite possible, but we got to get below this 2030. We got to take control. Sellers got to take control of that hourly support and make that resistance. Then yeah, look guys, because look at why they're holding the market. Okay, you see that? Why they're holding it? Because look how much we can fall down to. Yeah, 2024, Luke Carey, that's my low of the day down there. So, like, look at how much imbalance there is. I could see it dropping down to 2027. I think Forex Borg said that. 2027.50, right there. See where we came up, back down, came up, back down, came up, back down, closed above it, they pushed up. If we can take out that hourly support level, 2030, yes, slowly it could drop all the way down to 2027, and then there's our daily low down there. But this is the critical level, this white line, 2030. Okay, guys, but I'm up 11, 12 pips right now. I'm closing this trade out. I'm happy, 10 pips after all of this. I'll chalk it up as a W. I just closed it out, 10 pips. Oh no, now they're going to show me a shooting star candle. Are you serious? Don't do this to me. Oh shit. I held this long. This is what I was saying. Close out and it's going to be a big red candle. Maybe I had to get out of the way for you guys and now it's going to drop. But hey, a win is a win. 10 pips is good. Oh my goodness. If I watch this break, oh man. It's okay. Hopefully you guys get this. Let's get it to break. But guys, that's it for me. That's enough for me. I gotta go to bed. Guys, I want everyone to have a good evening, good night, good morning. I want gold to break that hourly support for everybody on here. I hope it does. Guys, I lived through you guys, so hopefully you guys continue collecting these pips. Great job today, guys. I hope you guys learned something today. Like the reason why we sold, rejection at that critical yellow line, rejection, rejection, rejection. So we sold. Yeah, there was that big candle that could have tapped us out. But remember what I said. Should we put a stop loss at this red box? I said let's place it a little higher, maybe more towards the yellow line. And then as it started to come down, we went down to a break even. Yeah, kind of got saved by 2 pips right there. And then now I just closed it because I'm getting very, very tired. But now, hopefully it breaks. Now if you get this volume below that yellow line, see the depth of market. Oh, here it is. Now the offers are really coming in. Okay, so again, wow. Okay, right down to that white line, but didn't take it. Oh, holy shit. Now you see the volatility now? Now things are getting crazy. Okay, you have to be very careful. Yeah, good morning in Nairobi, Kenya. It's 7:30, Eliud. Nice. I'm 11:30 at night over here, right before midnight. Okay, guys, but everybody have a good night. Thank you guys for joining, everyone on Zoom. I appreciate all of you guys. Get some sleep, get some rest. If you guys trade with Shahab, have some fun. A lot of red folders in London, and then have fun with Dave. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow this time. Again, we'll do a late night session. We'll review the markets and we'll get back in together. And everyone on YouTube, thank you guys for support. Thank you guys if you guys can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and family. We'd love to help educate everybody, learn how to trade, learn and earn, and maybe make some money on the side. Maybe you'll do this full time. Who knows? But guys, congratulations to everyone that killed FOMC today. You guys did fantastic. So just tomorrow, now if you got a little bit of profit in the bank, how much are you willing to risk tomorrow? Don't risk it all. This is not a casino. Keep some profit. Use just a little bit so you can continue to compound, guys. That's the name of the game. Trade smart. Treat this like a business, not like a casino, okay? And guys, have a good night, everyone. God bless, and enjoy your day tomorrow, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night, okay? Thanks, everyone, for joining Forex, everyone, Prashant. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you guys, everybody on the call. Thank you, guys. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.